The Last Hurdle for Humanity and the Collective Consciousness. By ALUNA Joy. The time has come for humanity to heal its connection with the soul of the earth and the soul of God within. This is the hurdle that humanity faces before it can enter the new earth frequencies. Humanity's disconnect with the universe has created an age based on a false reality, false program that is not sustainable in the near future. These false realities cannot evolve or ascend with the universe as Earth speeds forward into a new phase within infinite creation, the great ocean, the great void. The core challenge with humanity is that it is anchored in the mind. The mind is a limited linear reality, compiled only of past experience based on the current lifetime and ancestral lineages, and is anchored in the ego. The course correction the universe is now making is placing the earth, the cosmos, and humanity back in alignment with the omni-perspective spherical heart. The universe does not operate from divisions or biases, but humanity's mind does. Humanity has a rigid mental attachment to its beliefs and positions to feel safe in a constantly changing universe. Of course, this mindset is not sustainable, and it's kept the human collective from accessing the creative universe as a whole. When humans function on Earth with self-limiting cognitive biases, they also hamper their ability to connect with the infinite universal creative realms and realities beyond Earth consciousness that are opening to humanity now. They are essentially blocking their ability to have contact. As the acceleration continues, humanity will automatically and subconsciously feel unsafe out of habit, and they will move back into the mind and begin the endless mental speculation regarding their fears and rapidly changing surroundings. It is a primal reaction that will never bring anyone closer to the truth or bring them peace. As humanity tires of its primal fear, they will be able to heal their mental and emotional triggers, only to realize that their hearts have been begging to be fully acknowledged and valued. The fact is that the only safe place to live in a human form is by trusting one's heart. All must learn to master and quiet the mind and drop back down into the heart. Once humanity masters the mind, there will be no triggers, and they will lose the need to be biased. When outside frequencies cannot trigger them, they cannot be manipulated or limited by the crumbling programs of the past cycle. Humanity will realize they are not victims as they have been programmed to believe. They will know they are divine aspects of God. This divine plan will unfold no matter what anyone believes, anticipates, or does to protect themselves. No elected leader can accelerate or hamper this unfolding. This time is much bigger than humanity's limited biases and inflated egos. Every step of this process will be a great surprise to all as it unfolds. This time is when humanity will be elevated into a new world without the contaminated memories or wounds linked through past reincarnations. The future is pristine, unknown, and unwritten, yet oddly familiar to our open hearts. You will remember you have been here before. You are very deep into this transformation now. The old programs will struggle to survive as you continue this major course correction. Humanity's ability to connect externally to many perspectives through the internet has created an unusual, unique challenge that has never been faced before. This also creates a monumental source of cognitive bias, only because of the unmastered mind. All external media will feed the untamed primal mind, and unconsciously it's designed to try to brainwash the consumer and disconnect them from the soul of the earth and the soul of God within. The ones creating content, no matter how good their intentions, can manufacture within you incredibly limiting cognitive biases based on their agendas. They are dividing humanity. Most are still playing at this age-old division mind game and don't know it. They are in a hall of mirrors. They are asleep, dreaming they are awake. But this is all going to begin to change. External media sources use trauma bonding techniques to keep listeners believing in their agendas. When one believes any external news source exclusively and assumes all others are untrue, this one is biased, and blinded to the greater unfolding of the divine plan. They are operating from fear that their reality will be shaken. Many become dependent on these sources, and will continue to need them to feel safe. These media sources need to win you over, and they hope that you lose your ability to respond to life from the purity of your soul of God within. They live to feed off your precious God source energy by keeping you triggered and divided. They keep you anchored in your limited mind. This is simply the old cycle programming struggling to survive. Once you master your mind, you cannot lose your ability to be an unbiased witness to all perspectives on earth without losing connection to the soul of the earth and the soul of God within. Humanity was designed to be all-knowing. You will remember that you are in a contaminated, crumbling world, but you are not of it. You were built for the future. You realize that not listening to your heart has always caused you great pain and suffering. This time, your heart is asking you not only to listen to it, but also to act on those feelings. This is a major shift from the past cycle, where people reacted from the mind and primal fear for survival, and only dropped into the heart when they felt safe. The laws of nature are changing. The way to true survival, peace, and harmony in the new cycle is to listen to and react from the heart, no matter what outside sources are projecting. The great unfolding is happening, and it will be a profoundly humbling experience for every living being on Earth. As we move from primal survival to heart knowing, many still may act like victims, pointing fingers and saying, "They have lied to us," instead of realizing they have grown beyond a cycle of time that once was truth. Many feel they have found a like-minded community in these limiting and biased perspectives, and adamantly defend them, even if it alienates many around them. These biased views keep many anchored in the past cycle, feeding the past with their energy. This part of the shift, from what was to what will be, is only temporary. In the new frequencies, truth cannot and will not divide, it will unite. You were never victims of the system of the passing cycle. You are simply evolving past those particular truths. You are divine beings connected to the infinite universe, and stardust is coursing through your veins. You are on this earth as it is, and you can live in harmony even with all the falling systems around you, knowing this is only a means to an end. Your awakened, unified, harmonious presence on earth will help elevate the world. You are so very close to the tipping point, and you can feel this in your heart and soul. All it will take is a small group of humble, heart-centered human unified beings who, unexpectedly, without biased intentions or mind-based anticipation, will finally burst humanity's illusory bubble with a simple act from pure heart. Once the bubble bursts, the complete transformation will be nearly instantaneous for humanity. The future time will bring all life back to its center point, and will return to the soul of the creation. You will return to the soul of God within. A necessary side note to this message. Ascended Masters have shared for a long time that it's essential to know what's going on in the world, so that you know how and when to spend your energy wisely. We can learn what's going on in the world by witnessing news broadcasts, but not ingesting them. Spending your energy wisely can mean withdrawing your energy from all divisive things in the world, or consciously adding your energy, love, and attention to things that would benefit humanity. Ascended Master teachings suggest that we starve the negatives in the world without giving it any attention, and feed the positives with our consciously placed intention. If we do not stay in touch with what's happening in the world, we will not know where to spend our energy appropriately.